I thought volunteering for a sleep study would be a harmless way to earn some extra cash. The university's ad promised a comfortable setting, free meals, and a generous stipend. It sounded perfect, and I was eager to help advance science. What I didn't know was that this study was anything but ordinary. From the moment I stepped into the sterile, white-walled lab, something felt off. The researchers seemed too eager, their smiles a bit too wide, as they welcomed us into the study. They hooked us up to machines with wires that seemed to pulse with a life of their own, and that's when the nightmares began. Each night, I slipped into a deep sleep, only to find myself in vivid, horrifying dreams that felt more real than reality. I was trapped in a maze of memories, twisted and distorted, with voices echoing ominously around me. At first, I thought it was just my mind playing tricks, but the dreams started to bleed into my waking life. The researchers insisted it was normal, part of the study, but I noticed their glances, whispered conversations that stopped when I approached. One night, in the midst of a particularly terrifying dream, I realized I wasn't alone. Shadows lurked at the edges, whispering commands that I couldn't resist following even after waking. As the study continued, I began to lose track of time, my own thoughts feeling foreign and manipulated. It was as if my actions were no longer my own, as if I was being controlled by an unseen force. I tried to confide in one of the other volunteers, but he just stared at me with hollow eyes, a puppet with cut strings. Desperation clawed at me, and I resolved to escape. On my last night, I found a note slipped under my door, scrawled in shaky handwriting, "They're controlling us. Break free before it's too late." Fear surged through me, and I knew I had to act. In a moment of clarity, I ripped the wires from my body and stumbled through the darkened lab, alarms blaring behind me. I burst into the night, the cold air a shock against my skin as I ran, not daring to look back. I don't know how long I ran, but I eventually collapsed, safe but haunted by the knowledge that the researchers were playing with powers far beyond our understanding. I've never returned to the lab, and I don't sleep well anymore. Sometimes, in the stillness of night, I hear those whispers again, reminding me that some boundaries should never be crossed.